Hey, what's up, everyone? Russell Lee's coming back to you from Confidence Pest Control. I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm hoping that you have found some value in all the videos that I've made in the past, and I hope to continue to bring that value with all the videos I'm making now and in the future. With that all being said, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different as well. A couple of big announcements. Not really big, but in my eyes, they're big. But I'm going to continuously make my weekly videos. That's going to be an update of my pest control journey, share the things that I can with all you, help you in any way that I can. I'm also going to make videos throughout the week, a little bit shorter videos. This one's going to be a little bit longer just because I'm explaining everything that I'm going to be doing. But throughout the week, I get ideas or I start doing things and I want to share it with you guys, almost immediately. My growth, it, being able to share that with you is everything to me. And hopefully you can all implement some of the things as well and grow your business. And that even more than, anything, that's what I'm here for, is to help you all grow as well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing things like that, like I am today. It's going to be a quick video. Today specifically is going to be on sales, and in particular, one way of sales and how to get new customers. I'll jump into that in a second. I just want to give you a little bit more information, and that way I'm not coming out of the blue with some of the things that I'm talking about. So real quick, when it comes to sales, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of material out there, whether it be podcasts or YouTube videos or books, whether you're reading or you're listening on, audio books. But there's so much material out there just ready to be consumed by guys like yourself or ladies and gentlemen just like yourselves and myself as well, because I want you to understand is, yes, I'm making these videos and I'm hoping that I'm bringing a lot of value. Hopefully you can take something away and use it in your business to help you grow. But also, I'm kind of hitting the bullet points. I'm giving you the summary of the book, right? If you go out there and you spend the time, and I highly recommend it, because as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you're going to have to get in the weeds. You're going to have to learn these things. It's really easy to just ask people, hey, what do you do? But there's going to be times when you just have to go out there and learn it on your own. Get help along the way, but you got to learn it. You got to figure it out. That's part of the roller coaster ride, right? So take the time to really consume the knowledge that's in all these books, because they can teach you so much more than I can. Again, I'm hitting the summary, I'm hitting the bullet points, kind of the overview, but these books get down into the weeds. And as I say over and over in all my videos, it's all the little things. It's a million little things that add up to make a really great customer experience. And so that is what those books detail. They go through it, and just reading and listening and learning all those things, that's going to separate you from your competition, because I promise you, they're not doing those things. They're really not. All the information is out there, but people, for whatever reason, they just choose not to do it. So don't be one of them. Take advantage of the knowledge that's already out there from people that have already built these things. That's what I'm doing. I'm just learning from them. And go use it in your business. Implement those things. Don't just read it. Go implement. Take action, because that's what's going to set you apart and really help you grow in your business and help your business grow. So that's just one key point that I wanted to make before I started about what I have to talk about. On that same note, this one that I'm going to talk about, it's in reference to clover leafing. Most of you in the industry, especially home services, you understand what clover leafing is. But for those of you who don't, clover leafing is just a terminology we use in the industry, in the home services industry. Say you have a customer at 5 Privet Drive, right? Well, to clover leaf, as a technician, your service manager might tell you, hey, grab some door hangers or business cards and go hang them on the doors around the area. Go clover leaf. And so say you do 5 Privet Drive, you're going to want to do, assuming your numbers are odds and evens, and like most everything is, right? You're going to want to go to number 3, and you're going to want to go to number 7, and ideally even number 6 across the street. Some people might tell you to do the 2 on either side and then 3 in front. You can if you want. That's all up to you. I mean, it's why not? But for me, I do 3 homes: the home on the left, the home on the right, and the home in front. Now, what you do is you go over there and you can just easily hang a door hanger. You let them know, hey, I'm doing your service. The reason I'm here is because I did the service for this neighbor, so I just went to his neighbors. But that's the idea of clover leafing. And what I'm about to talk about now with sales is you're taking that concept and you're also implementing all the little things that you've learned from all the books, from all the podcasts, all the audio books, your tonality, your image, your professionalism. Are you clean cut? Are you using the right words? Terminology is such a big deal. You want to make sure all of those things really combine to make the perfect storm and to make the perfect salesman, the perfect pitch, all those things, right? So what you want to do is you want to get a list of all your current customers. Maybe that's 10, maybe that's 1,000, maybe that's 100, whatever. We're all at different stages in our pest control business. So let's just say you have 100 customers, right? Now you get a list of 100 customers, all the customers you have, and now you want to reach out however you want to do it, whether you're calling them, whether you're doing the service for them, however you want to do it. But you want to begin making a list of those customers' neighbors' names. So say you're doing John Smith, like I said, at number 5 Privet Drive. You want to get the names and ideally the occupations, as much information as possible for the neighbors on the left, on the right, and in front. They might not know all their information, and you might have neighbors they just don't know their neighbors as well. But typically, they're going to be able to at least give you one name. And if you've provided a great service, and if you've done all the things, provided a great experience every single time, they're not going to have an issue with helping you out and saying, yeah, for sure, because they want other people to do what they're doing as well. People get a high off of helping other people. So you ask Mr. Smith, hey, Mr. Smith, do you know who lives at number 3? Or do you know your neighbor at number 3 and at number 7? And he'll say, yeah, over there, that's the Johnsons at number 3. He just recently retired and his wife is in banking. Okay, now you've got some information. Take that down. Over here at number 7 is the Andersons. Okay, hey, well now, Mr. Anderson, this is a true story. He's a golf coach, not the name or anything like that, but that's what I did this week. And just so you guys know, I implemented this on Wednesday, and I made 3 sales this week. So it works. But he's a golf coach at the local high school. Okay, now you've got some information. So now you're not just knocking on a door, just cold calling, saying, hey, hi, my name is Jarrell, or my name is so-and-so, and I have a local business. It changes the entire dynamic of your entire pitch, the reason for being there, everything. So I'm going to break that down for you real quick. So you get your customer's name right, or you get the list of your customers, you get all their customers' neighbors' names, and now you go and you approach that customer. And again, I'm talking about this in the thought that some of you, you're understanding, but this is all brand new information to some of you, and I completely get that, and forgive me for some of that. But you do want to make sure. That's why I say reading these different books, the material, is so important, because you'll definitely understand a little bit more of what I'm talking about when I talk about your tonality and all the words that you use, everything, your vocabulary, your body positioning, your body language, all that stuff goes into it, right? So then you go and you knock on Mr. Anderson's door. When you come over there, you're not the needy, but you're the needed, and present yourself as a messenger. You don't want to be a door-to-door guy, a door-to-door salesman that have the bad rap. You want to be a messenger, a door-to-door messenger. So don't, and use this, practice it with your neighbors, with everybody around you, and it'll work. Just trust me on this. So anyways, you knock on their door. When he answers, tonality is everything. Hi, Mr. Anderson. You want to ask it in a very questioning way, like, hey, Mr. Anderson, and they're now you've already got a name. Now that you're not just showing up. Even though it is a stranger, you've got a name. You're maybe not a foot in, but you're a few inches in, right? At least a toe in. And so, Mr. Anderson, hi, my name is Jarrell Solis. I own a local pest control business in the area. You might have seen me. I actually do your neighbor home, your neighbor, Mr. Smith. I do his home. And he actually sent me over here to introduce myself, to let you know that we offer a really great service for a really cheap price. And then you just shut up. That's the key. Everybody starts in the beginning, especially, and I'm the guiltiest of the guilty of it, where you just want to continue talking because that silence is scary. You're like, oh no, what do I do? You have to train yourself, train your mind, train your mouth to just shut up. Hi, my name is Jarrell Solis. After you've asked them, hi, Mr. Anderson. Hi, my name is Jarrell Solis. I own a local pest control business. You may have seen me. I was servicing your neighbor home, Mr. Smith. He actually sent me over here to introduce myself and to let you know that we offer a really great service for a really we offer a really great service for a cheap price, or for a really affordable price. Really, you choose your words, choose your script, however you want to do it. But that's what I use. I said, hey, they sent me over here just to let you know and introduce myself and let you know that we offer a great service at a really cheap price. And then the key is, once they ask you, well, how cheap? Now you've hooked them. That's your hook point. How cheap? They ask you that, you've got them. But this is the differentiator in a lot of salesmen. Now you don't just go into your price. Don't say, oh yeah, it's only going to be $40 a month. Well, $40 a month could be cheap. It could be expensive. You haven't built any value. So as soon as they ask you how cheap, now you want to start bringing value to that customer. And I'm just going to go over my scripts. That way you can use it, tailor it to your own pest control company. But this is how I do it. They say, we fast forward and they say, well, how cheap? You smile internally because you've got them. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, Mr. Anderson, every time we come to your home, we're going to inspect your home to make sure that there's nothing out of the ordinary, anything that you need to be made aware of. We're always looking for wood-destroying insects along your fence line, along your home. We're making sure that there is just nothing out of the ordinary that is there that shouldn't be there. We're going to de-web your home. We're going to remove all the spider webs, all the wasp nests, all the mud daubers, all along your eaveway, or all along your eaves, your entryways. We're going to get all that taken down for you every single time we come out here. We're going to treat your exterior, your entryways, your foundation. We're going to go a few feet up and a few feet out. Again, you might use a rig. You might do different applications, make sure it's according to the label, but you let them know. And so we put a good barrier around your home to protect your home. And also on the initial service, we also dust all your weep holes, all your voids, your cracks and crevices. So you have two modes of action working against the pests. If they do somehow make it past the liquid treatment, they're going to come across the dust. And again, that's where that second mode of action comes in. So your home is well protected from that. Then we walk the perimeter. I'm going to walk along the fence line. I'm going to walk along the entire yard to make sure that there's no fire ants. There's no just anything to be aware of. Side note, while you're at the home, on their front porch, people have indicators of the life that they live. Even if you can see through their window, don't be like a peeping Tom and looking around, but maybe you see kid stuff lying around. Maybe you see kids' shoes. Maybe at the front door, you see toys. Use those to your advantage, say, hey, and use those to build that trust and that relationship. Say, I see you have kids. Or if it's an older couple, say, it looks like you have grandkids that come around. I'm going to walk around the yard to make sure that there's no fire ants, because that's the last thing we want, is for you or especially the children to get eaten up and bitten up by these fire ants. So I make sure that the yard is good to go. And then as well, if you ever have any issues between services, just give us a call. We come right back out here at no extra charge, and we come and get whatever the problem is taken care of for you, or whatever the issue is taken care of for you. Again, build your scripts tailor-made towards you and your business, but that's a general script of kind of pretty much what I do. And so you build that value. You say, yeah, and I do this. If you ever have any issues, I come right back out. And all this is going to be done every single service, and it's only going to be $40 a month, and you have year-round pest control. And then shut up. Okay, so now you've built that value. Now they say, okay, I get a good inspection, 4 seasons, once every season. They're going to be removing all the debris, all the wasp nests, all the mud daubers that come around. And they know that if they have anything else, because you guarantee your service, so if a mud dauber or wasp nest shows up, 45 days after the service, they can call you, come right back out. It's not going to be any extra charge because they don't want wasp nests on their home. So they'll give you a call, you come right back out there. So you've built all that value. And then when you tell them, yeah, you get all this and it's only for $40 a month, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That is cheap. Or that's comparable to what I was paying before if they had pest control. But and I'll break down different scenarios over the time, over these. If this is something you guys are interested in, I can break down when they have customer or when they have pest control service versus when they don't, different things like that. If that's what you're interested in, let me know, and and that's something I can deep dive a little bit more into. But overall, that's kind of the general way you can approach that. But the key to all this, to rewind it all, the biggest takeaway that I want you all to use is to make a list of all your customers and then to get the names of all their neighbors. If you can do that, you're going to be, again, like I said, a toe-in at the very least. And then it just gets down to building value, building trust, building rapport with that customer, get them to like you, and you're good to go. 100%. I used this. It was effective. Like I said, I did this and I made 3 sales this week from just doing this specific technique. I highly recommend it to you to start implementing today so that you can see the effects of what happens. And those of you who do that, let me know. I'd really, really love to hear about the success stories that happen from whenever you start doing these things. And that just doesn't go for this video, but for all the videos. If there's anything in particular that has helped you in your business, please let me know, because I'll shout it out. Maybe there's somebody else who can use that information to help them. So let me know, drop it in the comments, reach out to me, call me, text me, email me, whatever you want to do. I would really love to know more success stories from you guys as well. And it doesn't have to be, oh, I got, $100,000 in revenue this week or this month or anything like that. Hey, maybe you made a sale with just something that I said that could help you. I'd love to hear about that. So I don't know, just use some of these things. Like I said, implement them. Read, listen to audiobooks, watch podcasts or listen to podcasts, watch the videos on them, YouTube, and all this stuff. Again, is all the little things. It's going to help you, and it's going to give you all those other details so that you understand the importance of tonality, all those other things that I talked about. That's such a big one. The terminology, again, your body language, everything about you, all those little things builds up. And if you have a check mark by all those, look professional, am I clean cut? Do I have my logo on my uniform? Is my truck nice and clean over there so that they can see it? All those things, they add up again to that perfect storm, and it really creates a perfect environment for you as the salesman, as the owner, to have a great pitch. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel comfortable. The ball is in your court, and you show up again as the needed, not the needy. And making that sale, it really gets much, much easier with time, with practice, but with implementing all these things into your daily life and into your business. Anyways, I hope this helped. If it did, again, please share some of your success stories. But until then, get out there, start using this today. Keep growing those pest control business, keep grinding. And as always, stay confident and take care.